Hey, Stanton Moore here, and right now I'm going to get into talking about and commenting on a video that was made when I performed with the Stanton Moore Project, featuring Eric Krasno on guitar, Eric Finland on organ, and we played at the Thunderbird Cafe in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania a little while ago. Right now I'm going to comment on some of the playing, some of the music, and some of where I got some of my ideas on the playing for this. I'm super excited to be giving away this beautiful aluminum Gretsch snare drum. And if you win this drum, we'll even sign it right here on the head if you desire. And I've been having some great response from the giveaways. It's been great interacting with the winners. So just click the link to join, and I hope that you win. And thanks for your participation. See you down the line. Before I start the video, I want to say that my playing on this is definitely influenced by the great Carlo Nuccio, also Earl Palmer, and also Big Johnny Thomasy. And this is a feel that is in between straight and swing, and I'm definitely trying to go for kind of a swamp shuffle type of thing on this. And I actually have some lessons on the swamp shuffle that you can check out both on my YouTube channel and a longer version of that inside Stanton Moore Drum Academy. But this is definitely coming from the swamp shuffle, and I'm going to be paying homage to a lot of what I learned from Carlo Nuccio, Big Johnny Thomasy, and Earl Palmer. Alright, so that fill, I like to play a nice little buzz roll type of thing that hints at that swamp shuffle and some of those accents, but it's all buzzes. And then I get right up to that trash crash. And I'm intentionally trying to play this in a very subtle way that is beneath the melody, supporting the melody. Now right here I'm kind of hinting at a tango. So notice that what I'm doing for the main part of this tune is that I'm taking the New Orleans second line accents and I'm applying that to the swamp shuffle. So this is almost like a New Orleans boogaloo bossa nova mixed with a swamp shuffle. Definitely played in between the cracks, in between straight and swing. Notice that this is not quite straight and it's not quite swing either. And for each section of this, I tried to get different textures. So you'll notice me going from up here on the trash crash to going over here to the ride, and then coming to the snare drum for that tango. So on that break, you'll notice I go to an open hi-hat and I'm playing those New Orleans second line accents, and some of this may sound a little bit similar to John Bonham's intro to rock and roll. That is definitely coming from the influence of Earl Palmer. But also Charles Connor. And Charles Connor was the drummer that toured with Little Richard, and he played the intro to Keep a Knockin', which greatly influenced Bonham's intro to rock and roll. So you'll notice in that I dynamically intended to come down. So I let the dynamics come up a little bit in that drum break, and then I intentionally played a decrescendo to come down and get underneath the melody. I really like to shape the dynamics on things, especially in a tune like this with such a beautiful melody. I really want to try and support that melody as best I can, both groove-wise, texture-wise, and dynamic-wise. So my groove behind this organ solo is straighter, but then I interact with some accents. I'm trying not to interact with everything he's doing, trying to support, but then comment occasionally with some exciting accents that reference the New Orleans second line accents. So now for this ending, I go to the floor toms, go to the 14 first, and then go to the 16 to fill things out. Again, being aware of texture, so I introduced a new texture at that outro. So that once you get to the outro, things are similar with the accent structure, but then things are different with the textures that I chose. So even in the outro, I was trying to introduce a new idea all the way at the end of the song so that it keeps things interesting. So even all the way to the end of the song, there's still some new textural material. So sometimes I might present new ideas either in a vocabulary way of what I'm playing on the drums, maybe going into the third chorus of a tune. Sometimes I might play a fill that you haven't heard yet. But in this case, what I did was I played the same groove that we've been playing throughout the tune, but I went to different textures for the outro so that you still had some new sonic material. So it doesn't always have to be vocabulary or licks or things that you're throwing out that are new for the listener. It could be dynamics that are new. Like going into the last verse, I tried to bring it down, bring the dynamics even lower than you've ever heard yet in the tune. So that's something sonically that's new. And then at the outro, I played floor toms as my ride choice, and then 14 first, and then the 16. So that texturally it continues to develop all the way to the end of the tune. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this and listening to some of my thoughts, and I certainly enjoy playing with Eric Krasno and Eric Finland. And you know, when you listen to this, notice that Eric Finland is also playing the low end with his hand and his feet, and playing the organ in the very traditional organ style. And this is very fun for me to get to play in an organ trio like this with such great players. Love playing with these guys in the Krasno Moore project. So thanks for tuning into this. Hopefully this gave you some insight into how I approach some of the tunes that I'm playing. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I'm coming out with new lessons, new commentary videos, or new behind the scenes videos. So until next time, see y'all down the line.